Instagram. I hate it here. That's it. That's the video. Hello, my name is Lena and I'm a small creator who is tired of this constant uphill battle of smaller creators not getting the recognition they deserve. And today I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why I have essentially given up my efforts on Instagram and why I believe YouTube is now your best bet as a small creator. So let's start with number 1, which is quality over quantity. Now, I don't know about you, but I never feel like I'm posting enough on Instagram. It doesn't even matter if I have a posting schedule or make every kind of content imaginable. It's never enough. Instagram is one hungry bitch, being fed 95 million posts daily. Think you can keep up with that? Well, you might be able to if you do the following. Post 3 to 5 times a week, make reels, make story posts, don't just post photos, post carousels, make original content, use trending audio, engage with your audience, build a community, have a posting schedule, use hashtags but not too many and only relevant ones. All your content should have value, don't make your reels too long, but make sure your audience watches till the end, and stay quick to join trends to stay relevant. Huh? Did you get all that? Of course you didn't. Nobody in their right mind wants to do all of that. I mean, sure, there are people out there who are doing it, and you know what? Kudos to them. But the majority of us are lucky if we even get out of bed on time. Now, I've always been a firm believer that more isn't always better. I'm 100% here in saying that I don't think I'll ever have the most followers in the world, the most subscribers in the world, the most money in the world, the most anything, honestly. But just because I don't have the most of something shouldn't mean that I can't enjoy what I do have. I mean, I have over 11,000 followers on my Instagram currently, and I have never felt more lonely looking at a number. And at the time of filming this, I have a little bit over 1,000 subscribers on this channel so far, and those 1,000 subscribers mean so much more to me than the 11,000 I have on Instagram. Now, I don't want to discredit any of the amazing people that I've met through Instagram, and trust me, I have met some incredible people through Instagram. But a lot of those relationships feel so far removed because they only exist within Instagram. Whenever I'm on there, I just feel like everything is moving so fast. I have to be everywhere at once. I feel like I have to like and comment on posts, reply to DMs. I have to watch people's stories because I only have 24 hours to view them. It's just every time I open up that app, there is so much to catch up on. And my feed is reloaded with an entirely new set of content every time I reopen the app because Instagram wants to constantly feed you new and fresh content. That's by design. Instagram only wants the most interactable content going to our feeds. According to Adam Mosseri, who is the current head of Instagram, in a recent interview he mentioned that shares, or as he puts it, sends, was the most influential metric for growth and reach. Meaning, the more entertaining and relatable your content is, the more likely people are going to want to share it with others. So naturally, the more eyes on your content, the more engagement you'll receive, and the more your page will grow. Simple enough, right? Instagram's goal is to keep you on their app for as long as possible. Now, I don't mind spending more time on an app as long as my time is being spent well. But lately, I don't feel like I'm truly getting anything out of being on Instagram. The quality of Instagram has completely turned into a dump site for memes and recycled content. And trust me, I love me a good meme. But that dopamine hit is so fleeting, and I'd just rather get more out of the content I consume. Like, let's say I watch 60 reels in an hour, given a reels time limit is about a minute at the time of filming this, right? The variety of those 60 reels alone is going to vary widely. One reel could be like a very in-depth gardening tutorial, and then the next could be just somebody doing a silly dance. But here's the consequence of consuming so much content in that manner. The moment I close my phone, I'm not gonna remember anything I just watched. The overstimulation of this type of content consumption, it can be so intense at times. In the moment it's not in front of you anymore, it's gone. It's an addiction, it's a dopamine hit. And I never feel this way when I'm watching videos on YouTube. Which is going to bring me to my next point, and that is number 2, the value of content. Now, I feel like no matter what platform you want to perform on, value is going to be the one thing that people are always going to look for in your content. Value has many avenues. It could be entertainment, education, information, social, or even personal, just to name some. So building off of my last point, we can see that Instagram is highly engagement focused. Now that's not to say that YouTube doesn't value engagement, but even if a YouTube video isn't getting many likes and comments, as long as it's getting clicked on and viewed, it's getting attention. Click-through rate and view duration is arguably, if not the most valuable metric on YouTube. You don't even need to worry about how large your channel is. As long as your content is being watched, YouTube will reward that and push your content. To give some more context to that, I want you to look at your YouTube home feed and tell me if you've seen any videos lately from smaller creators. And I'm talking videos that maybe only have a few hundred views, or this person doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. YouTube will always want to feed you videos that they think you will be interested in. If you watch a video on working out, YouTube will start feeding you videos that fit into that niche. And as long as you're a creator making videos for this category, there's a chance that YouTube will push your video onto someone's page who is interested in that. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my home feed as an example. Okay, so here we see a video from Philo Brandon. That's an awesome name, by the way. I've been really into houseplants lately, so of course YouTube is feeding me more houseplant videos. But this video currently only has 483 views, and his channel is sitting at 712 subscribers. And here's another video from Trent Edwards about weightlifting, another one of my interests, and coming in at just 146 views, and his channel is at 363 subscribers currently. And these are all channels that I'm not subscribed to. The fact that YouTube is willing to show these kind of videos and channels to my feed tells me that they care about all of their creators, no matter how big or small they are. But I can tell you, I never get suggested content on Instagram from accounts this small, or anything with subpar engagement on it. And I'm only talking about content on my home feed, to be specific. For comparison, here are some screenshots of suggested content that I get on Instagram. This video has, this reel has 750,000 views and over 19,000 likes. Another one with over 780,000 views and 33,000 likes. And last one I'll show you, 3.6 million views and 88,000 likes. Not a single one of them is from a small creator or content with little to no engagement on it. Now there is a big reason for this. Instagram's biggest focus is entertainment, whereas YouTube is treated more as a search engine. The intent for time spent on each app is very different. So like I may watch like a really cool cooking reel on Instagram, but when I'm actually ready to learn about a specific recipe, I'm more likely to go on YouTube and look up a more in-depth video. The reel was very engaging, entertaining, and sparked interest, but the YouTube video is where I actually got my value, because the YouTube video allowed me to put things into action. And unlike Instagram, numbers alone are not the only thing that dictates a video's value. Now I think both types of content can be, valuable in their own ways. But in my next point, we're going to talk about why I think YouTube is better for more long-term and sustainable growth. And that brings us to number 3, evergreen content. So here's the thing with content on Instagram. You have about a day or two for your piece of content to go viral. Okay? Meaning that if your post doesn't get any traction right from the start, it's most likely not ever going to. Once it's had its chance, that's it. It's done. On to the next. Okay, so virality happens really fast on Instagram and basically any kind of short form content, which is also the reason I don't do TikToks. It's too fast paced for me. Same reasons. On YouTube, however, your content can literally go viral at any time. You may make a video that might not get traction for days, weeks, months, maybe even years. There are videos being suggested to me still that are years old. Here are some recent ones just to show you. Here's a video from 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago, 7 years ago. That Click Network one's pretty funny actually. I don't know what happened to Click Network. You wouldn't know what that is unless you're from Singapore. I'm not from Singapore, but I just happened to follow Singaporean influencers at the time, so that's why I know about Click Network. Okay, anyway, your videos will live and grow on YouTube for as long as you have it. Sure, if you want to grow your YouTube page super fast, you can. You can make super viral videos and be the next Mr. Bass if you want. Maybe we shouldn't say that because he's kind of a controversial topic right now, but you get the point. Honestly, there is a place here for people who want to grow slowly. And that's okay. It should be okay to want to go slow and take your time. Yes, that road may take years, but you get to decide how fast you go. It can happen however you want it to happen. And because of this slower growth, you don't have to worry about being perfect right away. In fact, it's a pretty normal expectation for your first, few videos to be not very good. If you look at a lot of successful YouTubers, you will see that their quality and production grows over time. Their first few videos were probably shot on like a shitty webcam with no editing. But with some time and consistency, they got to where they are today. And I think one of my favorite things about YouTube is number 4, which is follower loyalty. Okay, I want you to think about the YouTubers you're subscribed to and how regularly you watch their content. Whether you realize it or not, that's loyalty. I have creators that I have been subscribed to for years, and I look forward to every single one of their uploads. It honestly doesn't even matter if sometimes their videos aren't that great. I'll still watch them simply because I like them as a creator. See, that's the nice thing about long form content. Most YouTube videos are longer than 10 minutes on average, right? If you decide to watch someone's video, you've just committed 10 minutes of your time to this person. And let's say you stuck around for the entire video and you end up really liking this person's content. You're now going to go down the rabbit hole of this person's channel, and before you know it, you're going to be caught up with their entire archive of videos. Or you found a new and upcoming creator and you're now invested in their content journey, whatever it might be. Either way, the likelihood of you growing a more loyal following on YouTube is so much stronger than on Instagram. You get to see so much more of a person through longer videos. And the more you watch someone's content, the more invested you're going to become. The concept of regular viewership is so important for overall growth. And if you're able to build that, your opportunities will be endless. I feel like it's honestly easier for me to be myself in full-length videos. I think that's why I struggle so much with making short-form content. It always feels like such a performance. Maybe others feel opposite of me, but that's just how I feel. I also feel like I'm contributing so much more to someone's growth when I watch their YouTube videos as opposed to their short-form content. Because one of the reasons people want to grow so much on YouTube is my last point, which is number 5. YouTube actually pays you. Now, it's no secret that YouTube has been a leader in paying their creators the big bucks. YouTubers have been making money on the platform for well over a decade at this point. But let's look at some statistics to put this into perspective. So according to this article by Epidemic Sound, who also happens to be today's spot, I'm just kidding. I don't have any sponsors. Okay. Yeah? Okay. Okay, anyway, they surveyed 1,500 creators, and TikTok was actually the highest earning platform with a 30% vote. This article is from 2023, by the way. But YouTube is right behind at 25.8%. And look who's dead last. That's right, Instagram with a whopping 7.1% vote. And then on this chart, we can see creators who are earning more than $200,000 a year cited YouTube as being their primary platform for generating income. And again, Instagram is last on this chart as well. Now, it is important to remember that the way creators actually make money is going to vary widely creator to creator. These numbers are just a sample size, but we can still generalize from this. And it's clear to see creators on YouTube are making more money than they are on Instagram. In fact, Adam Mosseri even admitted that they don't pay their creators. Adam Mosseri, remember him? Head of Instagram? In the interview that he did with Colin and Samir, when asked about revenue, he said, and I quote,
"As for revenue, that matters a lot, but actually to a very small subset of creators."
Okay, let's keep reading.
The vast majority of creators are very small, and they're too small to monetize in a meaningful way. And so, yes, they care about monetization, they want to hear about monetization, but it's actually not the thing they can or should really focus on.
This quote right here is the most insulting thing someone who is in charge of a social media platform can say. It's flat out belittling to speak for us small creators and say that we don't care about monetization. He then went on to say how he thought paying us a measly $12 check is more insulting than not paying us at all. I honestly want to hear what you guys think about that. But again, it's not about how much we're being paid. It's about being paid, period. On YouTube, once you get monetized, you will get paid. You may only be making sense at the beginning, but you are getting paid. It's about the sentiment. It's about the difference in how creators are treated between the platforms. All this is saying is that unless you are a big influential Instagrammer, you do not deserve to get paid. That's what this is saying. Listen, I come from a very small niche community of artists. They don't have hundreds of thousands or even millions of followers. We aren't getting millions of views on our content, but that shouldn't devalue us. To put it into perspective, it's like a huge chain restaurant versus a mom and pop place. The mom and pop restaurant is probably not even known outside of their own neighborhood, but does that mean that they shouldn't deserve business? Does that affect their food quality and service? No, it doesn't. Smaller doesn't mean undeserving. And honestly, I'm gonna end it there. YouTube cares for all of their creators. As long as you are putting effort into your videos and getting views, YouTube will recognize that. It's plain and simple. And that's why I love it here. Even with just my, 5 videos or so now, I'm not even monetized yet. But I have faith. And more than that, I'm just genuinely having a much better time creating videos for YouTube than any kind of content on Instagram. So I'm not completely leaving Instagram just yet, only because I still use it as mainly a communication tool, because there's a lot of people that I only communicate with on there. You guys can feel free to follow me on there if you like, if you want to see a little bit more of my daily life. I do post pretty regularly on my stories on there, but again, that's about it. I also realized that I did not use the word algorithm once in this entire video. That actually wasn't on purpose. But now that I made it to the end, I think I actually like that I didn't use the word algorithm, because I know with this kind of topic, a lot of people like to use algorithm as a crutch to blame it, almost like blaming the system. But I mean, I kind of am in a way, but not really, you know. Anyway, the algorithm isn't everything. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, if you've made it through the entire video, thank you so much. I hope you guys were able to gain something from this. Let me know in the comments if you can relate to this video. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. But with that, I hope that you guys have a great day, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!